31.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
The Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running right, here's Walker. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Faking the give, Darnold. Open man left side, Shaheed has it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Walker will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw, Darnold. This is caught. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try and run, Walker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Brings up 4th and goal.
On 4th down, Darnold. And it will be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So we see it right here on the opening drive, throwing the football in these snowing conditions. Going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one lines up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It's taken to the 26. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He finds Smith-Njigba. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 7.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Here's Darnold. Out right to Smith-Njigba. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now it's Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now Darnold. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing is Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 59 yards. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Darnold. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Gets around it. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slam, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2, got here 3. Remember, there's 2 in a row. We'll be hit 3 in a row because these offenses, they can be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused. Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jobe.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Oh, heck of a move. Man. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Darnold.
They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
We go set.
Back to throw Darnold.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
Quick throw caught by Kupp out wide.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll throw now on the final play. And they it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. Complete. Smith has it.
And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
To Barkley on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far. But they're going again on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious this decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Well, field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Play action. It's Darnold.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just get rid of it.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Off of play action, Darnold. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass.
19 at the 10-yard line.
Yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Darnold. Going up top for Kupp. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Off to the races.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
That's Josh Jobe getting behind the line to drop him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Hurts.
He's got Smith here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Seahawks 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Eagles first down. A gain of 15 yards.
Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal?
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Derek Hall
Picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Third down and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer.
Back to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Seahawks are right back in this football.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Faking the give, Darnold. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Great, set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His short throw caught by Goddard. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Smith catches left side. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's caught at the 7-yard line.
And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, still a 1-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here. I like what they did there. Still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Darnold. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here's 1st and 10.
We go set. Set.
Here's Darnold.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down.
Huge play there. Now, do you use that timeout or try to hustle it up?
Darnold to throw.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Now 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 9-yard line.
One last throw now for Darnold. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
It's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he is in. The call works, and they have won the football game.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.